Hello everyone, my name is Matthew Pukoik and I work for Roadmap Technologies. In this video I'm going to be talking about RayQC Advanced. RayQC Advanced is a tool that will provide you with the necessary tests to perform collision, virtualization, and compatibility testing. Alright, and here we are on the RayQC Dashboard, and you can see we have quite a few buttons to go through. We have settings, about, the library of applications we have in here, reports of past tests, or rule sets, overview of past tests, migration test, quick test, and importing more applications. And we're going to come right here and just do a quick test. You can do an installer package. And here's our test wizard, and these are the compatibility tests with other packages, environment, and if you want to make your own RayQC checklist, you can, and we can do tests that way. Down here we have conversion tests, converting the application into modern apps and virtualization apps. And right here we have a check mark for showing a more detailed rule selector, and you'll see that pop up over here on the left side once I click yes. And there it is right there. And we're going to select 7-zip. That's the application we're going to be using to test with. And next we have a application to test against, which is going to choose everything in this file. And now our snapshot system to test with. These are provided ones. Next. And here's our virtualization testing. And we're just going to do E3, and then or our modern virtualization, we're going to do AppX. And here's the advanced rule selection. So as you can see, as you saw in the last tab, I selected AppV 5.0 to test against. And now we can go to a more detailed look at which rule sets I chose. And I can maybe select more defined versions of what I want. So if you don't know what these are, you can click on them and click right here, and it'll bring up and tell you exactly what each rule is and what you're testing against. That way. Alright, and then we're going to hit next. So a summary of everything I chose. And now it's running the test. It's probably take about a minute. Alright, and the testing is done, and you can see that we have some failed tests, and we also have some warnings. So we have one failed section here. You can drop down, take a look at it. It's from 1709, Windows 10 1709 Fall Creators Edition. And you can see what exactly the problem was. And then we can hit next, and it'll try and fix them. I was able to fix 3 of the warning tests. We still had our one error in there, and we had 72 tests pass and 9 tests with warnings in the end. Alright, now that our tests are done, we can look at our reports. Since I'd already run this test beforehand, it wasn't able to save a new one to the catalog, but we can come over here still and look at that past report. And here it is. It shows you how many tests were passed, how many errors you had, warnings, and how many were fixed. Ones that were fixed will have this little icon right here with a little wrench and a yellow in the corner. Ones that are still warnings are exclamation points, past tests or check marks, and X's are failed tests. So here you can also come over to diagrams, and these are just tests that I've run recently. And then you can also come over to overview. And here we are back on the dashboard, and we're going to go to rules. And as was shown before on the advanced rule selector, we're going to go into the test. We can actually come here too to look at the rules and see a more detailed view of them. So under collision, we'll click on this first rule, and it'll give us a description of what it is and what it's testing for. And the last thing I want to show you is migration testing. And we have two tests here. We have collision and OS readiness. And we'll choose the OS. And now we have to choose a file with our applications in it. Alright, now that we have our application, we're going to hit next. Alright, there's our summary, and we process. And now it's running our tests. Alright, and our tests are done, and we have 32 passed and 2 warnings. And a cool thing about RayQC Advanced is you can actually review this report in a PDF form. And here it is, and it's got a template already made out, so it actually put everything together, and it'll show off all of our tests on here. Yeah, passed, warnings, errors, skipped. And now we have a more detailed breakdown. So here's our collision testing. And you can see we passed all of them, and here's the tests that it ran. And here's our system readiness. And that's everything I wanted to show you with RayQC Advanced. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.